Hello and welcome to the Energy Sherpa channel. I am Michael and I'm so glad that you guys stopped by. Today I am in Tower Grove Park. This is a park that I filmed my little intro in some like 5-6 months ago now. Hard to believe it's been that long, but it has. And today I was sort of called back here to share some information that I got this weekend. I had a video all set to go for today, but they were like, nope, I need you to go do this because this is really important. Have learned to not resist and just go with the flow and allow it to happen. I'm going to be sharing some information that I got this weekend about Gaia and how to connect to Mother Earth and our sun in a new way. Sort of made sense to me. I'm going to be walking through sort of a living meditation about connecting all of it as a way to practice it every day, so you start to see how we fit into this energy of the new earth. Really blown away by how quickly I felt it, how quickly it shifted my perception. You know, when you change the way you're looking at something, that's something that you're looking at changes. That's now more than ever true. Let's go experience it. We're gonna be talking about it right after this, so stay tuned and I'm gonna see you on the other side of this. Go somewhere in nature, a park. Even though you guys probably hear they're mowing over here, even those types of noise, like last week's video where Misty was talking about how sound is a symphony everywhere. With the symphony of noises around us, let us begin. A couple of like really deep grounding breaths just to kind of relax, get into your body. Notice if you've got any tightness in your lower back, or if that's in your neck, arms, your legs. Also too, I'm going to take off my shoes so that we are nice and grounded and just all earthy and shit. Here we go. So just find your spot and just settle in. Just notice all the sensations inside your body and outside. And for the next minute, let's just synchronize, become in harmony with all of it. Feel the connection to everything. It's almost like it's just flowing through you. Now, notice all of the aliveness that is around you. The gentle falling of the leaves, the birds, all of the branches just gently flowing synchronistically all together, just like magic. Just become really, really present to what your environment, it's like your little bubble. Like we're creating an energy bubble right now around us, just to sit here and just observe. I love it. It's just allowing that energy to move. Like I'm here next to this big tree and I feel her. Woo. Sitting on the ground, wherever your butt, legs, or whatever it is, wherever that's touching the earth. Just allow energetic roots just to kind of lovingly submerge, connect, and ground you. Sit there until you feel it just sort of like effortlessly integrating into the earth. Then right from your core, straight up, is a tube to right about here. Just a white tube from the earth, connecting like all of the earth's power, the earth's love. Like our ability to manifest is directly correlated to our connection to the earth and how we respect it in spaces. You know, like our spaces inside of our homes, we got to keep that shit tight. Like you can't have clutter around you. What your environment is a mirror of what's going on up here. If you got a lot of clutter around you, you got a lot of cluttered thinking. It works both ways. As you're cleaning up that cluttered thinking, deleting things that no longer serve you, like old ideas, old beliefs that no longer serve, that's the clutter. So if it's showing up outside, it's in here. Clean that up, and then this cleans up automatically. And stay focused, stay aware. Like, oops, I'm not sliding back down in that. Up to you to maintain the energetics around your spaces. Bringing me to the space of outside. It's also you're responsible for, and when I say responsible for, I mean you have the ability to respond. We do have that ability, so therefore we are responsible. That's the only thing that I mean. You want to keep your house clean, and you want to keep the big house that we live in called Mother Earth. You want to keep it clean. You want to be in harmony with the beauty that she is offering. Now, can we go out and force people to do that? Absolutely not. It's all an inside job from here on out. So we do it in our own spaces, and we do it consciously, and that opens the door for others to start doing that too, because you can't make people do anything. Heal yourself, you bring it into balance, you bring your spaces into balance, and you start gathering with other people that want to do that. And before long, there's no room for it to be any other way. Stay focused on you, connect to Mother Earth like we're doing right now. Imagine that tube going up through us, connecting to this big ball of light above our head. That big ball of light gets all of its energy and juice from the sun, like the energy of the sun. It transmits right here, and allow that just to go down and through you. A conscious connection between the sun and Mother Earth, and us becoming a conduit between the two. How powerful it was to align ourselves with that right now, to where we become like, because when this connection happens and you do this meditation, you're going to start to see the world a little bit differently. Like the second time that I did this, when I woke up, I literally saw like the grass was green. When it came out, it had this beautiful purple. I could see like light bouncing off the top of the grass. So that's it. Let's take a moment. We're gonna like reconnect. Now, keep doing that for as long as you feel. Like you're going to start to feel the sensations inside of your body. I did this earlier today. You're opening yourself up to hear things, to hear some very specific impulses, insights, nudges, whatever you want to call it. The earth is going to start communicating to you, and so is the sun. They're going to start using you to be this conductor. The whole point of this is to create the connection to Mother Earth, because she's going to be going through some really crazy earth changes here. We're already in the middle of it. There's this thing about human beings, when supposed to wake up to something, you don't. It'll tap you on the shoulder, whisper in your ear, and if you don't go with it, it will hit you on the head, and then it will literally kick you to your knees until you get that you're supposed to be doing the thing that your life's calling you to be. instead of going with, you know, what your past has told you who you are, your parents, your life, all of that. Like there's something, the seed, a kernel of your truth that you're here to express. And if you don't do it at the time, the universe just takes over and it'll get you there one way or the other. Stay focused. You're always going to be at the perfect time, place for any event that you're ever in. You just, this big limb just fell out of a tree. So, and there was nobody there. So it fell at the perfect place at the perfect time. Everything's happening like that. We're all supposed to connect in a new way. I'm here for it. Anything that I share along my life, I'm going to share it with you guys, including this. It's also this other thing about human beings that kicks in. And so y'all remember 9/11 and how the country was, you know, united for about 10 minutes after that. We come together. There's something that kicks in, knows innately that we're all connected. If we're not helping each other, then what's the fucking point? Like all on your own, like that's just such bullshit. And that's part of the old world. It's served because on some level, but like, God, my God, we just don't need to learn like that anymore or even be like that anymore. We're here to learn something different. We've already learned all the lessons of like war and divide and like those are gone. Now it's time to learn and experience peace, unity, and I assure you it's not going to be even all that sounds utopic, it's still life. It's still going to have contrast in it. We're just going to know what the contrast is and not blame that contrast on others when we experience it, because contrast is uncomfortable. We're going to be living in a world where we understand, like when we get uncomfortable, we're like, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable. Yay, something wonderful is happening, because we understand how it works. Because when we don't understand how to navigate these feelings that human beings have, we'll project it out on others, and that grid, that world doesn't exist. It'll come right back on you. So we got to knock that shit off. Get about the business of understanding how the new earth works and how to be a stand-up citizen in it. That's the T. That's why we're here. Just stay connected to the earth, the sun, and be that conduit that they're all calling us to be right now, and holding that space that we completely transform into a world that works for all of us. So I love you. I love me. And I love this tree, and I love the earth. Just think of like all of the stuff that she provides for us, the water, the food, ambulances. Like how amazing is that when people get in distress, that they just call a number and that happens, and that we all get out of the way of each other when that comes down, so that, you know, that's caring. That's caring. We care about each other to create a system that saves lives. Yet, there are other shit that we're doing on this planet where we are literally saying to each other that we don't give a fuck about you. We just have to choose. We all have to choose what kind of world that we're going to live in. No leader, no politician is going to do that. It is going to be up to us to do that. And there's nothing wrong, you know, in today's world. If you just look, like a lot of stuff's not lining up, and it's not lining up for a reason, so that we can see it. When you see something, then you have the ability to vision something to make it better and reach for those solutions at another level of consciousness. So, peace be with you. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. That's me, the Energy Sherpa.